Hey, lovely people, many thanks for joining us in our very first edition of Campus Connect. This is actually a show that has to do with the international community here at the University of South Dakota. This program actually is about reaching out to many international students who are here with us, telling us about their country, their cultures. When we talk about culture, we're talking about music, food, dances, and many other things. Of course, we all cross so many oceans to come here, but let's see how we can have this discussion to network, to connect with one another. Let's begin to learn, from one another when it comes to culture, perspective, and many other things. So this is actually our very first production being recorded here at the studios of SDPB. It's actually also in collaboration with the International Club of the University of South Dakota. So to do this very first one, I have my friends coming in from Ethiopia and also coming in from Eritrea. This is actually going to be our very first one, and I bet you it's going to be a beautiful edition. So I would just head to them for them to introduce themselves, and then we'll get into the beautiful discussion that is ahead of us. So my very first one, could you just introduce yourself, your name, the course you're studying here at USD, and also which year you are here?
Okay, my name is Tirstadista. I'm from Ethiopia. I'm a sophomore year. My majoring is computer science. I'm minoring in business administration. Yeah, I'm a sophomore and I'm an international student too.
Perfect. And you're from Ethiopia, right?
Yeah.
Good. All right, let me get to my other second guest.
Bethlehem Zerzki. I am from Eritrea. It's my second year here. I'm also a sophomore. I'm studying medical biology.
Wow. How has it been for you studying here at USD? How do you find it so far?
Well, I decided to come to South Dakota first because it was easier for me to apply, and I see the diversity when I come in here, and it was really nice when I see a lot of Ethiopian and international students too.
Yeah.
So, and I think it's really good coming here. You connect with people. It's really nice.
It's been a good one. Let me hear from you, Bethlehem as well. How has it been for you?
I mean, it's been pretty okay for me. I grew up in South Dakota, so it was
you grew up here?
Yeah, basically, I'm from Sioux Falls, so it's just like an hour drive from here. It's close to home. Great scholarships, great opportunities. So, yeah.
Okay. So, do you remember the last time the very last day you were leaving Ethiopia at the airport with your family? How was it for you?
You cannot forget that.
How was it for you?
It was really hard. Back home, you can relate. I think you can relate. When we are back home, you are with family, and we stayed in the family. So I was in grade 12, so I wasn't out to other country. It was in my first time too. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was really hard. My parents were crying.
Did you cry too?
Of course.
That was about how many years back?
It's like a year ago.
You came here in the fall, right?
Yes, I came in the fall.
That was 2022?
2022.
Oh, okay.
It was a really, I don't know. I was excited at one point and I was scared and my whole family was crying. I was crying.
But since then, have you been back to visit family since you came to school here?
No.
Oh, are you hoping to probably do that soon?
Yeah, probably this summer would be nice.
Yeah, that's it. All right. Betty, I think you have been here quite a young age, right?
Yeah, so I came here at 9 years old.
Age 9?
Yeah, so for me it was sad, but it's not as sad as hers because she came alone. She's an international student. Me, I came with my whole family.
Okay.
Aside from my older brother that was left back home, but he's here now. So it was still sad, leaving family, seeing everybody cry. I cried for sure, I'm not gonna lie. But it was easier to get adjusted to just because I had my entire family with me.
Well, let me get back to Tio, talking about Ethiopia. How is the weather like? I know you guys are close to Kenya, right?
Yeah.
I know Kenya, some portions are quite cold, right? Is it a similar thing with Ethiopia?
No. We have really good weather. We don't have snow. First of all,
not compared to what you saw here in South Dakota, right?
Yeah.
When you saw that first, were you scared seeing the very first snow here in South Dakota?
I was scared. I can say it was scared, but I saw it in the movie back home.
You thought it was nice?
We're excited. Tell them about your first snow.
First time I was like, oh my God, this is snow. And I saw it in the movie and it was really nice. And I was like, Betty, let's see the snow. I was walking.
And think it's a nice thing. It's just the wind that comes with it. That I could remember a couple of times when I'm walking to classes, I have to walk backwards because the wind hitting me in front like that. Sometimes it's just. But how is it for you? Like at the age of 9, right?
Yeah. So like the weather?
Yeah.
Well, we initially moved to Atlanta, like Georgia. So that's in the south, and it was pretty hot. So for me, it was like coming from like a very temperate country to like a very hot state.
Wow.
It was like I've never like sweated this much. I've never felt the heat. So and then coming from there to South Dakota, where it's like extreme cold, it was like wow.
Yeah, that is it for you.
Yeah.
It is what it is. But Ethiopia, the weather is so different from this place.
Yes, it is really different. And it's like we have 3 months or 2 months of winter, and the winter is just the rain.
Just the wind, not the snow, right?
Yeah, it's just the rain. That's really nice. And, it's like it will rain like half of the day and it's sunny.
Yeah.
It's really nice.
Do you guys do with Fahrenheit or Celsius? Because I know over here in the States,
Fahrenheit.
a lot of people do with Fahrenheit.
Yeah, we do Celsius. I think Celsius.
Yeah, because back home in Ghana, I'm also an international student, by the way, from West Africa, Ghana. So we also do Celsius, not just Fahrenheit. But I'm actually trying out to get accustomed with the Fahrenheit thing. I think it's okay. But I was actually thinking that because you guys are close to Kenya, you may have similar weather. Because I know Nairobi, it's a bit cold when it comes to weather. But I don't know how with Eritrea also.
It's also the same.
Yeah.
It's like very like nice weather, like California. Imagine like the 70s, 60s, and then we have rain season, the same as them. That's it.
Yeah.
But how far is Eritrea from Ethiopia?
So it's like in kilometers.
Next to each other?
Yeah, it's like I know it in kilometers. It's like 1,500 kilometers away. It's really near.
But we share a border, so I don't know which is that from the center, like the central to the central city, or what?
Oh no, it's just the border. It's like coming from Addis Ababa to Eritrea.
Okay.
It's like that.
Okay.
From the capital city to Eritrea is like 1,500 kilometers.
Okay, but have you had chances to go to Eritrea before?
No. I've been to the border.
But not the country. You left at age 9, right? So you've never had a chance to go to Ethiopia?
Never, no.
But over here you have a lot of Ethiopian friends, right?
Because there's a lot of them. Like, there's not that many Eritreans.
There are a lot of them. I think when you go to Silfos, you could find a lot of Ethiopians there, right?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's good. Now, I want us to quickly just get to the tourist aspect, because when most of our friends from here, they want to go to Africa or many other continents in the world, they're looking at where do I have to go? Which places do I have to visit? What do I have to do when I get to Ethiopia? Or what do I have to do when I get to Eritrea? So I want us to just delve into that aspect as well. So let me begin with you as, right now. So potential places that, we would have to look at when we're talking about Eritrea. What are the things that puts Eritrea on the map for you?
For me, I'm from Asmara, so...
Asmara is like, is it the capital?
The capital city.
Oh, good.
Yeah, so you have to go to Asmara. I mean, you're going to land there, that's the international, but you have to walk around, go everywhere. It's like the best, Downtown Asmara, Cathedral. And then you have to go to the coast because Eritrea has the Red Sea. So
the Red Sea?
The Red Sea.
The Red Sea we heard about in the Bible?
Yeah.
It's in Eritrea?
Yeah, Eritrea is like Eastern Africa, like Somali, Djibouti, but Eritrea shares like the majority of it.
How does that sea actually look like, the Red Sea? Because I've just heard about it, but I've not seen it.
It's just a regular sea, but within it, there's like so many little islands where the water is clear, like very clear, like you can see inside.
Yeah.
Like it's very beautiful. There's so many little islands, like Green Island, Dahlak. So
and do you have fishes in there too?
Of course, yeah. Like a lot. The marine animals, the marine life is very beautiful.
So it's just the name of the sea that is just called Red Sea, not
The
because
Red Sea.
it's spectacular about something or anything, right?
Oh no, I mean, not really.
Oh.
It's just from the Bible. The Red Sea is the Red Sea.
Oh, so if you've never heard about this, it's actually a name of the sea in the Bible, but now getting to know that it's actually in Eritrea. I think, so it passes through Eritrea and then also to where?
So it's like at the Horn, so it's like in between Middle East and Africa. So it goes up all the way to Egypt, and then it comes down to the Horn of Africa, and it connects with Indian Ocean. So
Wow.
yeah.
One beautiful thing there. Let me also come to Theo.
Well, Ethiopia, okay. There's a lot. There's a lot.
A lot of places to visit, right?
Yeah, even the places, the culture is like, you know, there's a lot of culture you have to discover when you go to Ethiopia. And okay, if you want to have a tourist places, there is a place called Afar. It's like Afar.
Okay.
It's like very hot. It's like you can't even walk in there. But
So
it's
hot.
Yes, it's like there's active volcano is there, and it's really nice. And
In Ethiopia?
Yes, there's an active volcano, and it's really tourist attraction. A lot of Americans and a lot of tourists come to Ethiopia to watch.
So is it that there's something always like the fire, you could see it gushing out all the time?
Yes.
Not like sometimes at the middle of the night you're sleeping and boom, it just happened like that.
Yes, it's like
That's
active
crazy.
volcano. It's really nice and it's big, and everybody came here. And the color of when you go to Afar, the color of the ground is white or green. It's salt, so
It's
really,
in Ethiopia.
It's in Ethiopia.
How come I've never heard of this before in my life?
Yeah.
Like it's in Ethiopia.
It's in Ethiopia.
Oh.
And there's even the second largest mountain, Ras Dashen, is in Ethiopia. And what else? There's called Aksum. It's an it's obelisk, and it's made out of one rock. It's really big. It's really nice. You know,
Wow.
when you come to Ethiopia, there's different places that you can go, and even the culture is really nice if you want to go there.
So that is what we're talking about today. I have in the studios of SDPB a friend of mine called Tio, and also another friend of mine called Bethlehem, but popularly called like Betty. You know? She's from Eritrea, right? And then from Ethiopia. That's where Tio comes from. So we're talking about the cultures from these two countries. We've spoken about how the weather is like over there, and also we've spoken about how when it comes to the tourist attraction in these particular countries. I never knew that Red Sea actually passes through Eritrea as well. I never knew that until today. And also the active volcano thing, it's in Ethiopia. So if you want to go to these places, these are some of the places that you can, and I believe you guys have good hotels when it comes to hospitality over there as well, right? So you don't have to worry about anything like that. What is it about your country that bothers you? I know this is just on the spot, but what is it about the country that actually bothers you?
For me, it would have to be that the people are very judgy. I could say it's within the culture. Like I understand it, but the people definitely do tend to side eye.
Yeah, and, a bombastic side.
No, really, it's the African in us. I get it, but that's one thing that.
One thing that doesn't like. Well, let me have that from Tio too.
Yeah, it's just for me. It's like the culture differences, with tribes and stuff. I don't like that. It's just we're all one person. So we're all Ethiopians, so that's the one.
I think you guys celebrated, is it a New Year recently?
Yep, it was our New Year.
How come New Year? We celebrated New Year, first of January, right? But how come you guys just celebrated yours at the middle of, almost at the end of the year?
Yes.
Why?
So, first of all, we have 13 months.
13 months?
13 months.
Wow.
And the 13 one is it's 5 days. It's 4 years lap. Sometimes it can be 6. It can be 5. So the 13 ones is so over here we say February it's 28 days, or some of the months are 26 or something. We don't say that. Every month have 30 days, and the last one are 5 or 6. It differs with the 6 year lap.
Wow.
So the New Year is different because we have our own calendar. So we are in 2016 right now.
2000 and what?
16.
No.
No.
2016, 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023. That is where we are right now. But Ethiopia,
Years back.
That's 8 years back.
Yes.
Why?
It's we have our own calendar, and it's every time I say this, everybody oh, are you your age is 12 there or something? Are you?
So no, I will not ask that on TV.
Don't say how old are you.
I was going to ask how old she is back home, and then how old you are here in the US. But
it's the same, but how we count it down and it's there is different.
Wow.
Yeah. It's really nice.
2016. Is it the same thing for you guys too?
No, not really. But we do have the same Giz calendar. So because our language is derived from Giz, and it's like the Orthodox calendar. So,
Yeah.
but
Wow.
we moved on. We're in
Wow.
2023.
So, yeah.
Wow, that one also taking us through the number of languages you guys have. I don't know if you can, maybe some assumption of number or something?
Yeah, we have more than 80.
More than 80.
Yes, different. I think it's more than that, but like, yeah, I think what I know until today is like. more
Which
than-
one do you speak?
Amharic. Amharic.
Amharic? Amharic.
Amharic.
Okay, so if I want to say thank you for coming to the show. How do I say it in your language?
ስለመጣሽ አመሰግናለሁ. Or ስለመጣችሁ አመሰግናለሁ
Okay,
for both of us.
so teach me
Okay.
about it. So let's take it a bit
Step
by
by
bit, all right? Okay, so how do I say it?
ስለመጣችሁ ስለመጣችሁ. Okay, just say አመሰግናለሁ. This is thank you.
So Slametachu
አመሰግናለሁ.
Amesekenalo.
Yeah.
Okay. I hope I remember to wrap up the show with that one. So Slametachu
አመሰግናለሁ.
Amesekenalo. I hope that's it, right? Slametachu Amesekenalo. Yeah. Do you speak the same language too?
No.
Which one do you speak?
I speak Tigrinya.
Grenya?
Tigrinya.
Tigrenya?
Yeah.
And so if I want to say the same thing, how do I say that?
ከም ዝመፅኸን ይቐኒለይ ይቐኒልና
Hers is hard than me. I know.
or you could just say thank you ይቐኒለይ
Huh?
ይቐኒለይ
የቀንልኝ የቀንልኝ
I can't even see the way the tongue is rolled up. So they can't yell it.
ይቐኒለይ
I bet you these are some of the things that I want to get into. So, but we'll be getting more of that. So, talking about the music aspect, how is your music kind of like?
Oh, okay. So, you know, when you see Ethiopia, it's different from a lot of things. And our instruments are different. You know, we use kabero. It's like a drum, but it's not like this. We don't beat it like this. We beat it like, you know.
Oh, like the side drums?
Yes, with the side drums.
Okay.
With our hands. And there's something called krar. We play it. It's like a guitar, but we play it with our hands like this. So we put it here and put it like this.
Okay.
And we have something washing, like we call it flute or something. Yeah, the flute, but we play by our hands. It's different.
Yeah.
And you know, it's different. You know, the dances is
I
different.
know. I've seen you guys dancing like you always hold your thing like this.
Yeah,
and
it's
then
just
you know, like. Is it the same thing for you guys?
The dancing is kind of the same. They're more like faster and harder. Like they're like they move their
slower.
chests. We move our necks. If you get what I mean.
How, you do your chest like this?
Like this.
Like this?
Yeah, side to side. Oh,
Is
you're
that
getting
it?
it. You're getting it.
And then you do yours like what?
Hers
like-
is, with her neck. You see?
Okay, so once again, we are recording this at the studios of SDPB. It's actually in collaboration with the International Club here at the University of South Dakota. We are proud to be students over here. Why? Because the university is actually the flagship university of the state. And we are excited to be students of the University of South Dakota. This is actually the first edition of the show. We're trying to get into the international community. Let's speak to many other students who are international students here. Let's get to know about their culture, some of the things they cherish so much, but you know they are missing it here. Number one, family. I don't know do you guys talk to your people every day, like your mom, your dad, every day?
Yeah, it's the time differences, you know.
It's difficult, right?
Yes, it is difficult.
But what do you miss about home? You know.
That's a deep conversation.
Do you miss your family? What?
Yeah, we really do. I miss my family. You could say her family is here, but you know, part of their family is back home.
Yeah.
But my family is all back home, so.
Oh, I'm
it's
sorry.
really hard. Yeah, and coming with the big family, I have a lot of siblings there, so coming away from them is really hard.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, we'll be taking a quick break, and then when we come back, we'll be heading to talk about the biggest part of the whole thing, that is about food. Food. That makes the country a beautiful place for most of us. So we're taking a quick break, and then we'll be back with more. Please stay with us.
Welcome to the University of South Dakota.
Old Main is our oldest building on campus. It's actually burned down twice, but we love it so much we keep rebuilding it. It also houses our honors department, which basically you take a more advanced class every semester. and by the time you graduate, you'll write an honors thesis. This is our ID Weeks library. There's a lot of different resources for students here. We have our Gallagher Center, which is our study abroad, national student exchange. We have our academic and career planning center. So every student at USD has an advisor for their first 2 years, and then after that they'll get a major specific advisor. And then we also have the IT help desk. If you have an issue with a computer, you take it there. They're going to service it for free. The only thing you'd ever pay for is if they have to order a part.
Oh, hey, didn't see you there. On this side of the library houses our writing center and also our presentation center. If you're ever having trouble with a paper and you need someone to look at it, come to the writing center and students can help you out with that. Now that you've seen our library, we're going to take you to the link so you can go to our Munster University Center.
This is our Munster University Center. This is where all of our campus dining is. The way our meal plans here work is you kind of have two different types of currency, flex and swipes. So flex can be used at our cafeteria style dining, which we'll show you, and then flex can be used at all of our different restaurant style places. We have Chick-fil-A, Qdoba, Einstein's, Bagels, lots of great stuff. One of my favorite events that we have here is Pet the Stress Away. During finals, they'll bring in a bunch of puppies to help students relax a little bit during stressful times. This is a pretty typical room in North Complex. We have 4 different residence halls that are all connected that make up North Complex. A couple things to mention, you can have your bed lofted like a Boots is here, otherwise you can have it down low. You can bring carpet here, you can do anything with the walls as long as you're not painting them. And each floor has a kitchen, has bathrooms in the middle, and then a laundry room on each floor.
Welcome to Coyote Village. Coyote Village is so close to so many things on campus, like the Dome, the Sports Center, and also the Muck. If you ever want to live in Coyote Village, make sure you get your housing contract in as soon as you can. They hold 100 beds for freshmen. Welcome to the USD Wellness Center. Welcome to the functional training room. If you're into CrossFit or you just want to throw a few punches on the punching bag, this is the room for you. Whew. The USD Wellness Center also has an indoor track. 10 times around is a mile. If you're not into working out, USD does also offer wellness classes free to students. Yoga, Zumba, Pilates, whatever you're into.
Our climbing tower here at USD is the tallest in the state of South Dakota. When we heard SDSU was building their wellness center and they were going to have a climbing tower, we had to make ours about 3 feet taller. This is our all-sports court where a lot of our intramurals take place. We have competitive recreational league, meaning if you want really competitive or just to have fun with your friends. And we have everything from basketball, volleyball, field hockey, paper airplane throwing, whatever you like. This is our Sanford Coyote Sports Center. Just finished in 2016. This houses our basketball, volleyball, as well as other events like the Codathon and our Campus Activities Board concert.
In South Dakota, we only have one law school, and that is here on the Vermilion campus. The Al Newharth Media Center is home to one of the oldest student-run organizations, the Volant. Go Yotes!
Welcome back once again. This is Campus Connect with me, McRae Soga. We're back from that commercial break, and then now we'll be heading to the, I'm tempted to say, the most important aspect of the whole show for us, because that is about food. Food is a big aspect when it comes to culture things. So we'll be heading there. They actually prepared something delicious from their country. I believe that that's actually a similar food or similar dish, when you talk about Ethiopia and Eritrea. So they have a similar dish prepared, and we're going to talk about that briefly. But before that, let me quickly take you to the kitchen to see how that got prepared.
Only cook it until it's brown.
Once it's a little bit more red, you add a little bit more oil. Add a little bit more. What is it? Paper and some sauce, some Italian seasoning.
This?
A cowgirl. Come to me like a cowgirl.
Doesn't have to be spicy. She adds a lot. And what she's adding is our traditional spice called berbere or berbere.
And just because it's a little thick, we're gonna add a little bit of water. So
What do you think? This side, you can make the injera.
but she's putting it in water, so it's
Softer and easier to eat. See, guys. Yum. This, bro.
And this is the end product.
Okay, welcome back from the kitchen aspect. I believe you've seen quite a bit of what happened in the kitchen. That's actually like the engine room of the whole thing that happened. So we're back here and we have something from Eritrea and of course in Ethiopia here on the table. So we've actually already washed our hands. Whilst you guys were looking at what happened in the engine room, we were also doing our thing here. So we've actually washed our hands and then we are ready for it. I don't know what this is, but they're going to be talking about this very, very, very soon. I don't see any spoon here. They just asked me to go wash my hands, so we've all done that. I don't know why. I may just ask them, why do we have to use the hand to eat it? Because it looks like something we can actually use my spoon or a spoon to eat, but maybe it's about their culture. That is how it is done. So we'll have them talk about that very soon. But before I taste it, can either of you just tell us what this is all about?
Do you want to put it?
Okay.
Who will go first?
So in Eritrea, we call this fit.
Fit?
Fit.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's essentially like you get your tabhi or your, I guess, quote unquote sauce. And you like break up your injeras and you put it in there. And this is like a meal, I guess, like a light snack, if you will.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have any egg, anything. So it's just the sauce mixed with what?
No, wait.
So it's, oh, you can go ahead, tell them the ingredients.
Okay.
Okay, so we eat it in breakfast commonly.
Oh, okay.
And we call it firfir. They call it fit, we call it firfir.
Oh, okay.
It's the same rhyme, but it's different. And we chopped some onions and some tomatoes and some tomato paste. And then we have the spice called berbere.
Berbere.
What do you guys call it?
Berbere.
Berbere. We call it berbere.
It's just similar language.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Called berbere, and we put that in, stir it up, salt, pepper, and then put the injera. The main ingredient is, not the ingredient, the main thing is the injera.
The injera.
Yeah.
How do you call that also?
It's an injera.
Injera.
Yeah.
Okay. Is it spicy?
That's for you to judge. Because you tell us.
Okay. All right. So this is the moment.
And the thing that we eat with our hands is because, it's familiar. This, we eat it one plate. So this is like...
So back home, you guys just ate everything in one bowl?
Yes.
We had one big plate. So we didn't
This
have
is
the
the
big
smell.
plate, but we had one big plate. Everybody gathers around as family
And ate
and
it.
eat.
Oh, that's beautiful. So it's not like maybe if you're coming in from a home of about 5 people, they need to, serve the food for you like one.
No.
All of you just eat everything together. That's to signify unity, I guess?
Yes, it's unity, and it's like you talk about what you did in the daytime and stuff.
Wow.
So this was like our love connection.
Oh, that's good. Okay, this is the much talked about moment. Can I grab this? I'm sure I can grab this. Oh, you grab it for me. Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, so...
It's a moment of truth.
Okay, so let me see that. So
Wait, first do this. We're gonna grab like this.
So it's you eat it like this, not
Yeah.
like.
No,
Yeah,
no.
it
With
helps you
our-
grab it better.
Okay.
So yeah.
She's teaching us how to eat this up. So, okay.
Yeah, we do this.
And then,
We grab it like
okay,
this.
and then you eat it. Okay. she prepared the food. They prepared the. She's tasting the food already. Okay. All right. Okay. And you ate this one for breakfast?
Yeah.
This is like for lunch, right? Oh.
Yeah, you see. You have
Okay.
to come Ethiopia. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Yeah, you're good. And
Okay.
There you go.
So
Yeah.
push it like. Yeah, you're good. How is it?
What do we think?
Yeah? Is it different?
Ethiopia. Okay. I was thinking it was going to be spicy. It's not spicy.
We tried
Okay.
to make it less spicy. We didn't put as much better as.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But don't you like spices by yourself?
Yes.
Yeah, we do.
Can I go for another one? Thank you. Oh, I
That
hope
is
like
nice, right?
the producers. I'm sorry. They should have been here too. Oh, okay. But can somebody use like? Sorry. Can somebody use like meat or any other fish or
Yes.
something to eat it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, last one.
Yeah, of course,
last
of
one.
course.
But the name of the food is called what?
Firfir.
Fit fit.
Fit.
Fit fits. And this is fit fit and fit fits, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should try it too.
Oh.
This is good. From Ethiopia. And you eat this most of the time with like for breakfast, right?
Yes, with the egg, like a scrambled egg. It would be
Scrambled?
So you have
scrambled egg.
you guys eat that with scrambled egg, right? You
We
can
eat
do
it with the egg. We can do it with the scrambled egg. We can put meat in it. So we can do it with other.
Well, I think you can now put it down.
Yeah.
Wow, this is good. I was actually thinking that it's gonna be spicy because I know most of my friends from Africa. Like it's so hot. But thankfully enough, I'm not sure you guys leveled the spice level because I told you I don't like spicy stuff, right?
Yeah, and that's what I was like. We need to put the spice down.
I shouldn't have mentioned it to you.
So because we have a lot of spicy stuff, but like we're international student, and this is not the only thing, but this is the easiest thing that we can get.
Yeah.
And
I know it's difficult to, get some of our African ingredients here in the U.S., particularly even where we are located. So sometimes if you may have to get to Sioux Falls or Sioux City, and of course you need to drive there, get all those things. So we appreciate your effort by at least trying to get this for us, something that is quite authentic from your home country. We appreciate that so much. Fit, right?
yeah,
Fit.
firfir
Fit.
and firfit.
And fit.
Yes.
Right. So you guys also eat the same thing like for breakfast as well?
Yeah, but when she mentioned scrambled eggs, I was like,
Oh, okay. You guys don't add add that to it.
We don't. Well, you can do meat, and we do boiled eggs. If it's
I'm sorry.
it's good.
I'm checking this
We made it
I'm
for
cooking
you.
this.
Wow. We're gonna have a taste of this sometime again. So
Yeah.
But now, moving away a little bit away from the food. I don't know, you have been here as an international student. You are not like a citizen, right?
I am a citizen.
Yeah. So, what is some of the things that bothers you here? Like international student here in the U.S., some of the things that you probably think that it could be changed to favor us in the system in a little while.
Well, I think we come as an international student, and you can see the familiarity. Either way, we experience some things like the same things that other international students experience. And I think what I want for other international students is like we come from different places, but the situation that we are in is like the same. So if we can be kind to each other and like try to help each other, because everybody's here to learn.
Yeah.
So I think, and we love each other.
Yeah,
too, so,
that's good. But Betty, you came here at the age of 9, right? You had some sort of school thing in Eritrea, right?
Yeah, so I went up until 4th grade.
Before you came here?
Yeah.
Yeah, so how was the transition like for you, life back home and then coming to school here? Apparently you have schooled here more than the two of us, so
Right.
How has it been for you?
I mean, it was hard at the beginning just because of the language barrier, but thankfully for me, the people that I was with in class at the time, like they were very welcoming. They never made fun of my accent or anything.
Oh.
So I was able to get adjusted to it very well. And I still talk to those people from 5th grade like now, just because they've been so welcoming for me. But yeah.
I mean, I've spoken to a couple of international students here at the university, asking them the same question, and then what they normally talk about is like, I know we are supposed to, if you get to work, right, there's like 20 hours of work shift, but is it okay if we can do more than 20 hours? Because at the end, being international student here, sometimes, I mean, it's not that easy, and even if you have, there are some jobs out there that some other domestic students, probably they feel like they don't want to do this one. Maybe sometimes international students are ready and they want to do it, but it's like we got to work by the regulations. It's just 20 hours, stick to the 20 hours. I've had so much complaints about that. However, this is where we are, this is where we actually find ourselves, so we just have to stick to that as well. So we are gradually getting into the end of the show aspect, but I wanted to get into political aspect. I don't know how you guys back home, like for us, we vote 4 years interval, right?
Oh, yeah.
So that means 4 years turnover. When we vote for this president or this government right now, we would vote in the next 4 years.
Yes.
Okay. I don't know if it's the same thing for you guys like that.
Thing. Yeah, it's the same.
So do you have one particular party dominating as well? Because Ghana, we have lots of political parties, but you see that it's just two. Like if this one goes for another 8 years, and I don't know what happened. Is it the same thing for you guys like that?
There's one particular party that's leading still now, and that is still leading. So there's a political differences, but you know, it's still going with the 4-year lap. Yeah, it's the same for us.
The same thing for you too?
So for Eritrea, it's a bit different. We haven't had an election since we got our independence in 91.
1991?
1991.
Wow.
Yeah, so we've had our president for about 30 years now. Yeah, it's a bit
30
tricky.
years.
Yeah.
30 years. So is it like 30 years? Wow. But is it doing its best to help the country develop or something?
It just depends on which side you're looking at it. I mean, for me personally, I do agree with some of the things that he's doing with the plans for our country. There's other aspects of it that I wish that he would allow more freedom, allow more visitation, more like people to come. I don't know what it's called when people come to tourists, like tourism. Yeah, because our country is very beautiful, so it would be best if we invited tourists to, you know, get more money. But it's
things
a
like
bit
that
tricky.
don't happen.
No, it's very hard for even some Eritrean citizens to go and visit the country.
Wow.
So.
Wow.
Yeah.
We hope it gets better. That's what we can say. But I don't know, when it comes to events back home, do you guys do like a couple of festivals back home too?
We do.
Yeah.
There's, you know, back home, it's about religion, and Orthodox is like the major one, and there's Muslim and there's Orthodox. There's other religions too, but the major one is Orthodox. So for that, there's called Timkat.
Kimkat?
Timkat. Yeah. Timkat is the baptizing day of Jesus Christ. And for that, everybody will went out. It's like a festival. People from America come to see that. And it's like a bunch of people, like, you know, the Ark of Covenant. We have that and trying to put that out from the church. It lives from 3 days. After 2 days, it comes up back into the church too. So people will sleep in the floors, by the road and stuff. It is really nice. And there is something called mescal.
Mescal?
Mescal.
Mescal? Okay.
Yeah, so that's like, what is it called? We call it chibo.
Chibo.
Yeah, there is a wood called chibo, and, you know, we put a fire on it, and when that burns, we see that we can locate the cross. That's how the cross was located.
Oh, wow.
Yes, so, yeah. There's a lot of festivals in back home. Yeah.
Okay. What about you too?
I could say it's a lot of similarities for us. But I think one of my favorite holidays that everybody gets together to celebrate is either like Christmas because we have to, like, our Christmas is like a week after the traditional 26th. Or it would have to be our Independence Day. It's a big thing. Like, we take 2 weeks off of work and school. Everybody's celebrating for the whole 2 weeks, like May 24th.
Yeah.
So it's a very big holiday.
It's a very big one.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is what we actually just going to wrap up today's edition of Campus Connect here at the studios of SDPB. We want to appreciate all our team members, particularly, I mean, coming in from my guest, Theo from Ethiopia, and of course, Betty. It's Bethlehem, right? Bethlehem, but you're good with Betty, right?
I'm good with Betty.
So
yes.
Bethlehem is actually the name of the town where Jesus is born.
Yes.
Have you ever asked your parents why Bethlehem?
All my
Not Nazareth, not Egypt, but Bethlehem?
No, because my brother's name is Noel. So
Noel.
I don't know if they went with the whole Christmas theme,
Oh,
maybe.
like the first Noel.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So maybe, I don't know, to be honest.
So she's called Betty all the way from Eritrea, but now a citizen of the United States of America. So go Betty. So that's okay. So we appreciate them for coming. This is actually the first edition of Campus Connect. It has been a beautiful time. It was a beautiful edition. We spoke about the event aspect. The main thing, that is the food aspect, which was beautiful. This is Fet.
Fit. Okay. Yeah, fit.
No,
You can go with fit.
Fet.
Yeah.
Fit.
Right?
Yeah.
Fet. You need to go to Ethiopia. Maybe, I don't know, if you want to taste this, please just come around, come to the studio. I don't know how you're going to get it, but yeah, just come around, have a taste of it. We also spoke about religion aspects, spoke about the political aspect as well. So many other interesting facts that we got to know about the Red Sea and then the active volcano thing also in Ethiopia, which was a beautiful thing that we spoke about. So I want to say thank you to the producers of this particular show here. I want to say thank you to all of you and to many other students of ours who will be watching this maybe later on. Thank you so much for your support to the Gallagher International Center here at UST. I want to say thank you to all the staff over there. The International Club, I want to say thank you to all of you. And of course, to all the team members here at SDPB, I want to say thank you. Thank you so much. So we'll be back on your screen again. We're yet to get a new date, but just keep the eye on. We'll be back with another beautiful edition. My name is Makre Soga. Until then, just do good with everybody. Bye-bye.
Ciao.